Good morning, everybody. We're going to be talking about the medical assessment sheet real quick. And in particular, what we're going to be talking about is the scenario. We're going to use a scenario to begin getting used to our medical assessment sheets. There are going to be several different scenarios as we move along. But we're going to start with one so everybody's kind of on the same page. And I just wanted to walk you through it very quickly so you know what's going on. So let me share my screen here with you very quick. Boop, boop, boop. All right. This is the medical assessment scenario that we're going to be dealing with first. This is a cardiac scenario, so the patient in this scenario is going to be dealing with chest pain. As you look through it, at least the first half of this anyway, it's going to give you all the information that you're going to need from all the way through your scene size up, all the way through your primary and secondary assessments here. We'll get into the treatments later. So let me talk about this with you for a bit. Always right at the beginning there at the top, it's going to tell us what kind of scenario we're dealing with. Now, I guess I should say this right off the bat. This is for whomever is the patient to look at, not the EMT. So the patient can be looking at this as they're pretending to have whatever medical issue that they may have. In this case, chest pain. At the very top, it'll tell you the medical condition, and then it'll give you the scenario. It's basically your dispatch. In this case, it says you've been dispatched to a private residence for the reports of chest pain. When you arrive, you notice the patient is looking worried, his skin is diaphoretic, and he's clutching his chest. All right, so that gives you a little bit of information that you can apply to your scene size up, as well as your general impression there. As you look through scene size up, it's got its own box there. The assessment has got its own box there. Now, the assessment box includes the primary assessment and the secondary assessment. All right. Now, what I would like you guys to do is to this is where your acting career is going to start. I want you to pretend to be the chest pain patient, all right, and have an EMT start with their medical scenario, all right. And we're going to do two new things here. So the new things that you're going to do is we're going to get through your scene size up, and then you're going to do your primary assessment. Okay, so make sure that you have your medical skills sheets there as you're going through this so you can practice. Once you get through your primary assessment and the last thing of that you're going to do is your transport decision, what I want you to do is to take a set of vitals on your patient. Okay, so go through your scene size up box and then do your primary assessment, and then take a set of vitals to include pulse, blood pressure, respiratory rate, lung sounds. Check out their skin and look at their pupils. Okay, that's what I would like you to do for that. Now, one thing that's important to note here is that when you're assessing these patients, okay, for practice and in these skills, I want you to assess what's in front of you. Okay, so don't assume things and don't pretend. If somebody's skin looks pink, warm, and dry, then say that it looks pink, warm, and dry. Let's not pretend that it's pink, warm, and sweaty. Right? And this is where the patient or the evaluator will come in. They'll come in and correct what it is. Right? So, for example, let's say you take somebody's pulse and it's actually 60. Right? In real life, it's 60. After you take the pulse and you say, okay, I got 60, your patient, if they're reading this sheet, or the evaluator will say, actually, it's 92, right, for the scenario. Or if you take a blood pressure and you say, it's 120 over 80, your evaluator or the patient, if they're reading the sheet, will say, actually, it's 180 over 116, something like that. Okay. So assess what's in front of you. We have to get used to looking at what is right in front of us and taking that information in. Okay. The evaluator or your partner, whoever is the patient, will correct anything. Okay. So if you say, the skin is pink, warm, and dry, the patient in this scenario here will say, actually, it's pink, warm, and diaphoretic, right? Sweaty. Okay. All right. So that's the deal. So hopefully the video of the primary assessment kind of set things in place for you. And now let's go ahead and practice this. We've got the sheets for you. So go ahead and start with the primary, the scene size up, and then go through your primary assessment, and then take a set of vital signs. All right. Good luck, guys. Talk to you soon. If I can find this.